going on, everybody? How are we doing on this fine Friday evening? My name is Eric, and welcome to Q2C VR Gamer Live. We are a weekly VR talk show that is live every Thursday, most of the time, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, where we go live to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, Kick. I think, is Kick even a thing? I don't even know. I think it's made up. I don't even think it's a real place. Todd just like, we got to go live and Kick, so we go live and Kick. And Instagram? Todd?
Instagram.
Are you Insta? Are you gonna
Hi,
Insta?
Instagram.
Yeah, you're Instaing.
Hi, Instagram. Yep, I'm live on Instagram.
But if you cannot catch us live, you can always catch us afterwards on your favorite podcast platform, where I have been really, really bad about uploading episodes. But I'm going to try and get better, I promise. But before we go any further, let me say hello to my partner from the great Canadian Northwest. They say absence makes the heart grow fonder. And right now, I feel as fond of this man as I think I'm going to get. I wouldn't kick him out of bed for eating crackers, for sure. He's the friendliest Canadian this side of Michael J. Fox. Todd Jackson, what's going on, dude?
You're going to make me cry.
Oh, you're my favorite, man. You're my favorite. You,
Hi, diddly, ho, diddly.
You complete me.
Oh,
That's all I have to say.
don't tell your wife.
I already told her. Happy birthday, belated birthday to your wife, Allison, by the way.
Yes.
24 years old. This
24.
weekend.
Yep, exactly.
You're robbing the cradle, you old man.
Robbing
How you doing, man? Welcome back to Q2C VR Gamer Live. Let's say hello to our third member, Dee. What's going on, girl? Welcome back to Q2C VR Gamer Live.
What's up?
How's it going?
How are you?
It's going all right. I'm doing fantastic. How about yourselves, Mr. Traveling Mash?
I'm traveling man. Is there a traveling man here? But I'm a traveling mash. I'm not a traveling man.
Mash.
Traveling mash. But yeah, no show last week. We apologize for that, of course. But I was in South by Southwest for that really cool show that we'll talk about a little bit. We'll show some pictures and some cool things that went on there. So we'll definitely talk about South by Southwest. But yeah, I was there, so we didn't do a show last week, which I hate not doing shows. You know us. We always want to do a show every time we can, and I actually thought about going live there too. But
We thought about it, but
just too much going on, man. It's too hard to do.
it's hard. And then last night was just a perfect example of why it's hard. Like you weren't at South by Southwest. You were in a place that we thought was going to work great.
I thought
Nothing.
it was all planned out. I had a great plan until things go sideways and things piss me off, and things happen. Like, I don't know. Everything was going great. I took all my meetings yesterday, so I fly home. I don't fly into Tampa. I fly into Orlando because my wife and daughter are in Disney World. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go hang with them. I have to work. I can't even go to the parks. I'm going to spend pretty much every day at the hotel. But I'm like, at least I can do the show. I'll be at the hotel and kind of relax when I can relax. And I do meetings all day long, like online on my laptop. Everything's going great until right before the show. I go to get online and it's like robot mash. I'm like 8-bit. I'm like, it's like I feel like I'm on dial-up. Actually, I think AOL was better than this, like whatever I had last night. I got some kind of like McDonald's Wi-Fi at this hotel. I've like never seen anything like it.
You had that net zero shit, dude.
Oh my God. I had zero latency. It was so bad. Like literally it wasn't going to happen. Like me and Todd I was like, Todd, can I try? And like, don't even try. It's so garbage. So we canceled. We do Friday night. It's pretty cool. We have there's a lot going on Fridays. You have Between Realities with Skiva and Alex. They go midday. And then you've got, usually Friday night, you've got, Virtual Strangers. And we do Strangers in the Night.
Strangers in the Night.
We're going to sandwich in those. We're going to put a little Q2C sandwich inside of those two. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we have some big announcements to talk about tonight. But before we go any further and do that, Todd and Dee, let's say hello to some amazing people in chat. And then if we can get a third person or another person in here, I'll get people in here on stage, but we don't know where the other person is. But we'll just do this first. I want to say hello to the chat because we haven't seen the chat in a while. So let's get in there, say hi to chat, and then we got some really cool stuff to talk about. So let's say hello to who was the first person here? I can't find him anymore, Todd. It was a person we didn't know, and he was like
Inferno 9.
Inferno 9 was here 40 minutes ago. That is so cool. Kick ass, man. Thank you for being here. Inferno 9, 40 minutes was here for the countdown. He was like, I'm excited. I'm here. 40 minutes. He's like, let's go. We got a Wendy Crook sighting, Amelia Faust, Techno Glitch. Orland Hoper's here, Todd. Orland Hoper's jacked, yo.
Damn right he is, D. Orland Hooper's the jackest man you've ever seen. I didn't even know what that means.
You know who else? Never mind. Let's see, is here. Miss Grey Wolf is here. Todd.
It's Grey Wolf.
Like a boom, 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 boom.
What is going on, Jordy? How you doing? It's good to see you. Destiny 11 is here. Gabriel 004 is here. Arlen Kundert, Zell 2318, App J, Mr. Tasselhoff is here. What is up, Tass? How are you doing? We have Looper, the Underground Game Cat is here. Hussein X, Mind Jive, your favorite name in the world, Todd. Hair Force 1 is here. We have a Jasmine Uniza sighting. What's up, Jazz? Maybe we see some Jazz tonight. We'll see. Awesome Tatum is here, Todd, and he is
Awesome.
And then there is Inferno 9 right there. He says, Yo, Inferno 9 is here. Karom Colossus. Mepper is here. Jammy Rex. Getting things done. What is up, J Dunn? How are you doing, man? Let's see. We have Rattlehead 9026. Midlife Kid is here. Todd Jackson is here. Substatica. Q creator Mike Newton doing the amazing job as always, taking care of our timestamps. You, my friend, are awesome. Hell yeah, we appreciate everything you do, man. Let's see. VR Spry Guy is here. Let's see. Earth Witness is here. I love the name, Earth Witness. We have Tasselhoff being a member of the Q2C VR family for 23 months, Todd.
That's
23
crazy.
months.
Almost
That's
2
awesome.
years, Tass.
Have we been doing this that long?
I didn't guess so.
Holy crap, dude. That's crazy. All right, let's see who else we got here. Chi-Town D, of course. Jay Brat is here. What's up, Jay? How you doing, man? Jay broke my heart this week. Let me tell you a story about Jay Brat breaking my heart.
You didn't tell me.
Yeah.
I love him. I love this man. If there's enough love to go around this world, I love Jay Brat that much. And he was supposed to be a GDC coming up that we're going to talk about probably a little bit.
He's not coming?
And now he's not coming. He's not coming.
What?
Breaking my heart. He's like literally breaking my heart.
Jay.
He broke my heart, Fredo.
Yeah.
Let's see. Who else do we got here?
Bad news, dude.
Yeah, big time, man. Big time. Let's see. Is there anybody else?
Emotional
TBC.
damage.
Nice. TBC VR Gaming, Thomas McNostril. Philosix is here. Mickey Barrios is here. We will see Mickey Barrios doing a little work for Impact Reality this week. Mickey Barrios is going to be on duty at GDC, which is awesome. We'll see you soon, man. The Handy Capable Gamer, Vincent DiBiase is here. What's up, Vincent? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. We appreciate you. All right, guys. Are we ready? We're ready. All right. We've been teasing an announcement pretty much, I think, for a little while, but at least definitely this whole week. And it's time. It's time to announce it. It's time to get it going. And I am going to actually, you know what? Let's show that first, Todd, and then we bring in our two special guests. So for the first time really ever kind of like being shown and announced, boom, hit it. Guys, we have a new development studio, Flat2VR Studios, and let's bring in our two guests, Todd. Flat2VR Studios, an Impact Reality company. Welcome, Jasmine and Elliott. What's going on, guys?
Hey.
Hi.
Good to be here.
How are we doing?
Hey, guys.
Oh my gosh. It has been such
Exciting.
a long time since I've been on a podcast. I'm like, am I nervous?
I know you
Yeah.
you haven't done your podcast in forever.
Do I
and
remember how to do this?
I missed 1 week last week and like 1 week in a day, and I'm like, Todd, I don't even remember my opening.
Yeah, I know. You messed it up big time. We all saw
No.
we all saw that, right? If you saw that,
No.
leave an
That's
emoji in the chat.
me. That's me
Oh.
improvising. There's no mess. There's no mess up on the line.
That's him improvising. That's the scary part.
It's just improvising. Elliott, I think is this your first time on Q2C VR Gamer?
Maybe on this show. I guess we've done
think
the
it is.
Impact show, but yeah, it's good to be
Yeah.
here.
Well, we got this cool announcement. We just showed everybody the logo for Flat2VR Studios. But before we do that, because again, it is your first time here, let's introduce you. Tell everybody a little bit about you if they don't know you, and then Jazz, you of course everybody knows you, but we'll have you introduce yourself again. But go ahead, Elliott.
Sorry, I was typing up an announcement at Flat2VR, but
Nice.
Jasmine, do you want to go first while I do that?
Okay. Hey everybody. Jasmine from VR with Jasmine. Yeah, I just make YouTube videos, TikTok videos, and mostly about tech now, a lot of AR, VR stuff. And also CEO of Impact Reality.
Yeah, hell yeah, you are. super special. The only one we don't have tonight from Impact Reality, guys, is we don't have Skiba with us tonight, which is unfortunate.
No, because
He
we
was
were
gonna
supposed
be
to do
here.
this yesterday, but your internet decided to turn you into a robot. So here we are on
Yeah,
Friday.
So bad.
It was like a fuzzy
Mhm.
alien. It was less than a robot. It was so bad.
What?
The alien.
It was so bad.
It just drives me nuts too, because like I said, I did meetings that whole day, and then I even did meetings today during the day, and most of them were good in the morning.
No, it was
anyway.
pretty bad. It was
it
pretty
bad?
bad, Eric. I'm gonna be okay. I'm just gonna spill all the beans on Eric. He keeps acting like it was fine.
It was bad.
I'm
keep
surprised
telling
I
me,
still
"Oh, it's
I am
fine,
surprised I
it's
still have a
fine."
voice because literally Eric's internet was so awful and I had to talk for both of us for the past like 9 hours. I'm so tired.
It was Eric's way of getting out of it, really.
That's
It
exactly
was.
what it
I don't
sounds
really
like,
want to.
yeah.
I don't
Breaking
even
up
know
here.
his internet was
You take
bad,
it
to be
over.
honest. He was just like,
I'm just done talking. I just made it all up so I didn't have to talk anymore. For sure.
Oh my
But
god, that's funny.
But yeah, it's good now. I traveled back home. We're ready to roll. I wanted to make this announcement and talk about this when we had good internet, of course, because this is a really special thing. Elliott, first off, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself now that hopefully you have that done. You can go ahead and introduce yourself, because I think a big part about this announcement kind of like starts with you and what you've built over the last few years. So go ahead and go ahead. I'll take it away.
What so many people have built. So I'm Elliott. Good to meet you. Good to be here. Super excited. For the past few years now, we've all had this idea of porting some of our favorite games into VR. Just imagine, I grew up playing these games, and as soon as VR came out, I couldn't help but think, what would this game be like in VR? What would this be like? Oh man, can you imagine seeing these incredible worlds? And so as VR has developed, we saw these really cool kind of experiments and some incredible made for VR games. I don't want to diminish that. But at the same time, we thought there's a place for both things to happen. Games to be built for VR with incredible VR mechanics, and then bring these incredible worlds to VR that we can just see and experience. And that's what we started with. One of my games that really hooked me for VR was Subnautica. I had a kind of a religious experience. Like you're swimming in this water, and then you see these giant creatures swimming above you, and you have this complete freedom just to swim anywhere, dig through these tunnels. You're grabbing loot and trying to survive. And I got lost. It felt like a teleport into this world. And so when Subnautica 2, the sequel Below Zero, came out and they announced that they weren't having VR support, I was like, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out how to make this work. And so I started using a lot of what learned from Beat Saber modding, having starting that community and built a community of developers through that. Started kind of reverse engineering the game, seeing similarities to the original Subnautica, learning. I met Rai Regaparda. He was at the time working on a VR mod and was one of the first persons that I ever met that was even attempting this. I was like, what? It's possible. So that gave me enough to start digging onto myself, and we were bouncing ideas off. And he was really far on his Outer Wilds VR mod. And so I was like, I helped build the Beat Saber community out of a couple of like 500,000 people, kind of when I stopped being as involved in that. But just to see the force, what passionate people can do when they come together and share knowledge and build something that they're passionate about together. And so that's kind of the model that we took to Flat2VR. Started with Subnautica, and then we started growing to other games. We just started evolving from there. Pretty soon, I'd heard a long time ago there was this Half-Life 2 VR project that had started. I was like, okay, now that we've built this, how do we get this back involved? And so I started emailing everybody I knew who was involved in that, found somebody, and then started gathering talent to continue that, and met Kabbalistic, who then started building Half-Life 2 VR, and we worked with Valve to get that officially approved on the Steam store. And I guess it's been 2 years, but it's been this incredible story of just passionate, incredible individuals giving their time and talent to grow VR this way, to like share these experiences that really you can't experience anywhere else. I think it's going to be quite a few years before we get some of the size games that some of them have taken like 8 years to develop, and finally get that in VR. And yeah, met Prey Dog. He didn't even have VR at the time. I was like, man, we gotta get you a headset. We gotta get you in.
That's crazy. That is amazing to me that like when you met Prey Dog, he didn't even have a headset, dude.
And he was working on Resident Evil, a flat mod at the time, and he's like, I've thought about VR. And so we started just sharing code and talking about it, and got involved in the Discord. And he is just a brilliant, like genius level developer who just every couple days he'd be like, check this out, and it would just blow me away. I'd have to like stop just as watching it, because he got like full motion controls within a couple weeks working on a game that nobody knew the engine. This engine never had VR code in it before. There was the PlayStation, but that was a fork of it. So the PC build never had VR, and he built it from the ground up in this closed source engine. So I don't know. There's he open sourced all his work, and there's just been so much wonderful growing, a lot of like concepts, how to convert games into VR, what works well. And it's been a privilege to be a part of that journey, bringing flat games into VR, and so excited about this next step. I know you haven't announced it yet,
Time
but
for the announcement.
Yeah, so I think the path to get to that announcement is, you know, you building that great community for, you know, the Flat2VR community, bringing all these amazing modders together, giving them a platform and a place to talk and you know,
Collaborate,
help
really,
help
right?
each other build these amazing mods. But I think there always needed to be a next step. Like I think it always intended to be a next step of how do we bring this together, and how do you do it to where we can maybe, you know, do something officially? Like how do you officially do that? And then, you know, what's it been now? 8-9 months, probably almost 10 months, Jazz. And then Elliott kind of, you know, had known about us a little bit of Impact Reality, and you know, we know Elliott, of course, because, you know,
Who
forget
doesn't
about
know Elliott?
forget about just Flat2VR. I mean, Elliott has built some of the biggest communities. He's helped launch some of the biggest games, from Synth Riders to Zenith to you know, working with Beat Saber on the Beat Saber modding community, and you know, working with a ton of games, you know, doing marketing and PR, and he's brilliant at it. So we were like, you know, we had a chance to bring him into Impact Reality, and that was super important, and we hit it off immediately.
And then I brainwashed them all and convinced them to change what they're doing.
Completely change what the company is doing, and for the better, I think, of VR. So
yeah, I mean, so I think this has always been a passion of Elliott's, and you know, that I think in the end, it has always been a passion of ours. I mean, we've always wanted to be involved with VR games. That's why we made Impact Reality on the PR and marketing side, to help developers launch their games. But I think we always had a passion for VR gaming and trying to see it improve and trying to see it grow. And then I think we were able to give a platform to Elliott, and then all four of us work together, and Skiva is involved with this too. He just couldn't be here tonight. But, you know, myself and Jasmine and Skiva and Elliott, and then all the people that help, you know, us at Impact Reality, Todd and, you know, and Katya from the CEO of Boombox. We've got
Wes.
you know, Wes Dillon from Virtual Strangers, and we've got Wise Director from VR Central.
And Mr. Tasselhoff.
Yeah, and then everybody, you know, kind of helped with that, right, Jazz, to bring us to where we are here.
All right, so we've strung everyone along long enough. Is it time to make the announcement?
Yes, go ahead, do it.
Me?
Yeah,
Me to do it?
Yeah,
I don't have a drum
We are
roll sound.
so
Sorry.
excited to announce to you Flat2VR Studios, where we are officially developing flat games into VR that will go directly to the like Meta Store and official like platforms. Yeah.
yeah, there it is. Flat2VR Studios will be it's a official development studio that is run through Impact Reality. Myself and Jasmine Skiva and Elliott will be kind of overseeing everything. And Elliott, we have started putting together some of the most brilliant people that all of you know and have heard of. And, you know, we're looking to bring
pillars in the space. Very much so. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
well, there's
we have,
more. There's
like,
more news.
like rock stars, like rock star people working with and together with Flat2VR Studios to bring some games. And we already have a game in the works that we hope to launch, you know, this coming fall or Q4 of 2024, maybe early 2025.
We've already been hard at work. So we've already, like, Flat2VR Studios has been going on for months already. Surprise. And we are well on our way on our first title. Everything's going really well. And we can't tell you what that first title is just yet, but it went viral. So maybe you can start guessing. Look online and see what games went viral, and see if you can guess what this game is. That is going to be one of our first titles.
Yeah, it was a very popular Flat game on Steam and Switch. And Jasmine's right; it did go viral. This game.
That's the only news we can tell you right now. So see if you can guess what it is.
Yes, but Elliott, I do want to expand on, you know, two of the people that we have brought in. We have more coming. And there are more people out there that are in the Flat2VR modding community that we would like to bring in as well. But currently, right now, we have two of the brightest that are currently working with us right now. And if you want to introduce them to everybody and tell them, I think that will bring in some excitement too.
Yeah, and I just want to say this first too. One thing that this journey has been a couple years coming. It's something that we always wanted to happen. To really see VR succeed, there needs to be people supporting games, I think, and kind of going through some proper channels where so many people don't have access to mods because they're not official, right? Like, there's so many games. Team Beef's mods have a couple million downloads, and that's mainly because of the accessibility with the Quest. But think of how much larger it would be if it was on the official store. In addition to that, just how much more limited we were as modders to need to kind of reverse engineer everything. And it's like, you know, if we had access to the source code, this would have taken like weeks off, months off, you know, different things. And so we're very limited there. And so we did for years now reach out to other developers, and they were like, oh, we love this. This is incredible. And then any talk of doing an official port kind of turned into, but how do we work with just a modder? Like, what do they have at stake that we can just hand over our $1 million IP to and trust them with? And that's what's incredible about Eric, Jasmine, and Skiva. They've built, and I got to be a part of it too, Impact Reality. Eric and Jasmine and Skiva, these brilliant business minds who have worked with so many huge companies in the VR space and built this kind of respect that has completely changed when we've approached as Impact Reality has completely changed how developers have seen you know, a studio to work with. And that's kind of what's led to the first couple projects that we can't quite announce yet, but is extremely exciting that's underway. But yeah, the first developer we brought in was Rekaparta. He is the one who kind of started it all, but the reason I started the Discord even, and he's done Firewatch, Outer Wilds, which is brilliant. If you haven't played that yet,
you should stop right there and just talk about how good freaking Firewatch is. The Firewatch mod that Rekaparta did is probably one of the best mods I've ever played. That thing.
And then if you haven't played Outer Wilds,
I haven't. No,
that's he saw Firewatch as like his low effort one compared to that. Like, he went all out. If you even like open the game, you start out and there's this little animated campfire going on, but he even made it so that as you're sitting in the main menu, you can pull out a stick and put a marshmallow on it and roast it as you're just like sitting, like waiting for the game to start. And he put so many details of just, I mean, things that you never thought you would ever go through, but he just poured so much into that mod, just really showing what a Flat title can be if it gets proper amount of time and attention. I love so many mods that he did. He did let's see, where's Rye? He should be on this.
I
He
know
should
it's
introduce
a
himself.
weird. It's just a weird time at night. It's like 3 in the
Yeah.
morning for
3 in the morning or something for
Rye,
him, right?
where Rye lives. Yeah, but
Yeah.
Neon White is another one.
oh my
that,
god, that's another great one. Neon White is so good.
it's
in
really
VR.
addicting. It is.
Amazing. Yeah.
It's kind of a speedrunner's dream. You're flying through, shooting, and racking up points, doing all these like triple jumps and stuff like that. He did Stanley Parable.
Breaker.
Yeah, and it's working on kind of a framework that's, I guess, sort of inspired by Pridog's KiwiVR, but it should kind of lead to a lot of Unity ports, make that easier to do also. But he's worked on a whole bunch of other stuff. So Rai, we've got Kabbalistic, who's genius. He I first knew him. He built a framework that adds sharpening, like cost sharpening, that can run on pretty much any VR game and makes it look like you have a much higher and better res headset. It makes it really crisp. And so he kind of reverse engineered a bit of the Steam VR plugin itself to create that, and knew a very like low level of how to work on even the VR compositor. And has done a whole bunch of other. I knew him like 10 years ago when he made a Rocksmith.
Oh my god, remember Rocksmith?
I love that. Print out like your tab, so you could actually see sheet music. But he's been like developing and modding, just kind of giving back to communities. And he was the first one that jumped up with Half-Life 2 VR, and he's just like, yes, this needs to happen. And he took over the whole project. He essentially like. Pretty much all code was him. He led it. So much of what thousands and thousands of people have come to love with this VR port is all been his brilliant coding work. And we brought that to Steam, and then did episode 1 and 2, and a lot of work on Portal. That he's incredible. He also did Far Cry, which is amazing. That's one I would love to get on standalone Quest, but that so well done. It has full like motion controls and just feels like a native game from a game that, how old is that now? Like 20 years old now.
20 years old. Yeah,
it's something like it feels. Yeah. It feels like any game you'd buy off the Quest store, except it's huge and open world and has this massive story. He did the Dark VR. He's contributed to some other mods, but Half-Life just really kind of blew, I think, most of the VR community away of just what a VR port can do. And working with Valve to get on the main store made it a lot more accessible too. And then,
I mean, just having both of them together, like I don't know. I mean, I know because I work with them both now, but like they didn't really have a lot of communication before. I mean, even though they were both,
between the two.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they ever worked together before. Like to be able to have both of these brilliant modders being able to work on a project, or cross work on a project, is a huge big deal. Because they're both brilliant and they both have different interesting ways of looking at building games and modding games. So it's just an amazing thing. And I do want to say one thing. So anybody out there who's listening who's like, oh my god, there's going to be no more modding, that is not what we're doing here. Like, modding is not going to die. So if anybody's here is like, oh, this is bad news because now modding is over, that is far from the case. All we are going to do is, number one, we want to take some of these developers who are not doing this for their full-time job right now, but would like to try and make a living making games. We want to make those dreams come true, number one. Number two, we'd like to be able to do some of these things and get them to a platform where everybody can play on. Some of these platforms are only, most of these mods are only PC, and a lot of people are not able to play them. So if we can take some of these amazing people, have them help us make a mod and put it on the store where everybody can get it, that's what we're trying to do.
Not a mod anymore. This one's a actual full port to official stores.
I almost feel like you don't have to mention that. If anybody does have an issue, to talk with me. These are some of the most passionate people about VR who have given so much and only work for pennies basically. But I mean, it's just, we all want to see VR succeed. And so there's been so much love and passion poured out to, hopefully you guys will all get to know everyone better, but it's just so much that goes into building this, and
Yeah.
so exciting.
And I wanted to share like one fun little thing too is now that we're officially, you know, like I said, we're working on our first title, and now that we're officially working with the IP owners, it's really cool getting to see like Rocky Parda and Kabbalistic be able to one, interact with each other, but then also work directly with the, you know, the IP owners and who made the flat game, and be able to like have them tweak the code to make it like work really well in VR, etc. It's just been a really, really cool experience.
Yeah, I like it's just amazing being able to put some structure to get like exactly what you said, seeing the both of them interact in a creative meeting with Elliott, with you, with you know the IP holders, the people who made the flat version of a game, and their excitement and passion for seeing their flat game get put into VR.
VR officially.
Like I'm sitting there in a meeting with Rocky Parda and Kabbalistic and Elliott, and then these IP holders who made this amazing flat game, and I'm just like, how the hell? What am I doing in this room right now? It's pretty, I mean, it's like pretty amazing. Yeah, and I just want to say before too, I this is my fault. I completely forgot to mention Todd as part of the Impact Reality team. Todd is a huge part of the Impact Reality team.
Spoiler alert!
Yeah, he runs the whole
like
show.
literally
Like,
right in front of you.
yeah.
He forgets about me all the time.
I know. I was like looking for names and I completely kind of froze on them. But yeah, I think, you know, Elliott, I think this is something that you wanted to do for a long, long time. I think this is something that, of course, I think Rocky Parda and Kabbalistic have wanted to do for a long, long time. And I think we're finally able to kind of like all get together, like the passionate people that you are, all are the passionate people that we are in Impact Reality. We want to see some of the most amazing games that are out there moved into a different platform, and we all want to push VR forward, and we think we have a really good path to do that. And guys, how about a $99.99 super chat by Scott Albright from Combat Waffle Studios, man? Thank you. You're the GOAT, dude.
To the motherfucking sea, as usual. I love you, Scott. Yeah.
You are the GOAT, man. You are the GOAT, for sure. But yeah, Elliott, Jazz, I mean, this is huge news. Like we've been sitting on this for a while. We've been wanting to tell everybody for a while. We think this is a good time to do it because we have GDC next week, right, Jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are we doing at GDC?
What's happening there?
Jasmine, what's happening over there?
Okay.
What are we doing over there?
So we will have a booth at GDC for Flat2VR Studios so that everybody, all the game developers at GDC can see how amazing it looks to have flat games in VR. So if you're at GDC, come to this booth. Kabbalistic's going to be there. I don't know if I was supposed to say that.
Nice.
He will be there. Elliott and Kabbalistic will be at the booth. So if you want to meet them and kind of get starstruck a little bit, that's where they'll be.
And you know who else is going to be at the booth? And there's a couple people here in chat. Mickey Barrios is going to be at the booth helping out doing the amazing Mickey Barrios stuff. And we also have probably one of the biggest ambassadors of virtual reality, and somebody who's a good friend of Impact Reality is going to come and help us out. Alex VR is going to be at the booth helping out.
Oh yeah. Can't wait to see Alex.
Yeah.
Yes. And
He's always
even
fun.
Additional exciting news is that this booth will be shared with Max Mustard, one of the most highly anticipated platformers coming out to VR soon. So you'll get a double whammy.
I'm really excited about Max Mustard.
Max Mustard is so good.
It's some of my favorite things with KiwiVR is some of the platformers playing like
I
Crash
had so
Bandicoot.
much fun playing this game, man. Oh my god.
It's so
Yeah,
good. It's
and
so
it
good.
captures that feel of I'd say it's like a mix between maybe Crash Bandicoot and
it's got Mario Brothers flair. It's got Crash
sure.
Bandicoot stuff.
It's got
Yeah.
influences from all kind of
For
the
sure, yeah.
classics, but it has a lot of charm.
Mhm.
Yeah, Max Mustard is going to be awesome. We're gonna talk about Max later. We got the trailer ready to go, and we'll hit on it. And we're super happy to be sharing the booth with Toast, who is the Toast Interactive, who's the developer of Max Mustard. But they also make Richie's Plank experience, which is the
Ricky's Plank experience.
Get out of here! I can't believe that. Like when we started working with him, I'm like, I'm gonna have to tell Richie that you called him Ricky. For
You
the first
did tell him.
No, that's what I'm saying. I had to tell him. But yeah, it's so cool. I mean, to have an OG game like that, and for us to be able to share a booth, our first time having a booth at GDC, it's a really big deal. And think about what we're saying here, everybody. Like we are saying, we're going to the largest game developers conference. Game, not VR, game.
Yeah.
Where all the developers go to hang out with each other, to learn, to connect, to look at new games, and then we're going to show them how you can take a flat game and you can move it into VR, because that's what our mission and goal is with Flat2VR Studios. Our goal is not to start making brand new games from the ground up. There's other great developers out there that do that already. That we don't want to do that. We want to let them do that. We want to go out and we want to grab some of those amazing games that maybe you grew up playing in the 90s, the 80s, in the 2000s, that were just amazing experiences. We're going to go grab them. We're going to make them amazing in VR. We're going to put them in VR and make them amazing in VR. And then we're going to put them to a platform where you can go and get them easily.
It's going to be amazing. I can just have visions of the booth lined up with flat developers being like, what? You're going to do what to my game? Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
We want to go out there and spread VR. Like we want to be able to go out there and get the IP holders of the flat games to get excited about VR, to show them a path where we can take their classic game, put it in virtual reality, and get people excited about it. I can find no other better way for us who are like all super passionate about VR to help move this forward than to shine a spotlight on some of those classic games, put them in virtual reality, make them amazing. I think we all have a good idea. Jazz, Elliott, Skiva, everybody on our team, Wes, Dylan, Todd. We all think Wise Director. We all have a good idea.
Near this time, Todd.
Yeah, I got you. we all have a really good. He's out.
Oh, my camera died.
Good timing.
Right.
We all have a good idea. I think what make good games, right? So that's another reason why we want to try and do this. Like we're passionate about VR. We're passionate about what games we play and what we want to see played. So I think that is another reason that people should be excited. This is a gaming studio made up of VR gamers.
And I feel like I don't need to say this, but I will say it just in case. That like bringing really popular IPs officially to VR platforms is going to bring a lot of flat gamers into VR. They're going to be like, dang it, that's the game that I love. It's in VR. Oh, shoot. I guess it's time for me to get into VR.
I wonder how many people just Resident Evil, like RE4 VR when that came out. That was fantastic.
And VR people because of that game, yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I mean, somebody said Halo. Man, that would be a dream.
Oh, can you imagine?
Hey, can you imagine holding the energy sword
here,
slashing with that thing, and
nothing is off the table here, man. We can go and just, we will go and do whatever we can to make sure we go get some of these IPs. And and somebody said it in chat, I think it was Substatic, because VR ports are going to be so much better with the game studios on board. And that's just it too. We're going to be able to get the IP, or hopefully get the IP from the flat gaming studio, get them on board, get them on the creative side of it. Let us do what we do best and make VR games, but use every tool that they have available. Use every asset that they have available. Use some of their creative minds. Again, we're doing it right now with a current game. Like I see
current unnamed game. We won't tell you yet. I know. We're just gonna keep telling you that there's an unnamed game.
But I see the passion that those people have right now, and then the joy that they have of getting their game to another platform, to another type of entertainment that they haven't been able to tap into before. And I want to see more studios get into that. Like, and then maybe they will start making their own VR games from the ground up. That's the hope eventually. Like. We're going to keep doing what we're doing in the flat to VR stuff, but hopefully this will move in to, making people, take notice of VR, and maybe these studios want to start doing things, maybe do it the right way.
And there is an art to it. I think some people are skeptical about VR ports in general. They've seen things like Hitman VR, which was kind of it was terrible. Something that they wanted to experiment with, and I kind of wish they kind of said it was an experiment rather. I mean, it was a free mode that they added, but it was missing so many things that made it a good experience. I think only a couple people worked on it. It had bits of promise, but a lot of kind of the modders, we all kind of broke it down quickly. Alex, who's also on our team, is incredible at breakdowns for Virtual Insider. He did a breakdown of it, and he's an admin at the Flat2VR. Yeah. What things are missing, and we all were kind of talking like, oh, I could have used this, could have used that. There's certain key things that I think people that live and breathe VR understand, that kind of coming from the outside, you understand certain bits of it, but don't know the whole picture of what makes for a great like VR experience, not just something that is in VR. And a lot of times our mods have been only limited by sometimes limitations of modding, and sometimes just this was done after we've worked 80 hours a week, like at our main jobs. And now we've poured hundreds of hours over the year to do this. But when you've got both kind of the source code, the developers on board, and then a whole team dedicated who have just played hundreds of VR games and know live and breathe VR like that, I'm so excited to kind of see where this goes.
Destiny in VR. I think we can make it happen for you. We could do it. Destiny would be kick-ass in VR.
Destiny.
Freaking God. Destiny in VR.
There you go. Nice.
Destiny has so much content, right? Like,
oh my gosh,
we would never leave VR.
I was actually able to beta test that game. Oh my God. And that was the last game, the last memory of a midnight release at GameStop.
Wow, that's cool. I miss midnight releases and stuff.
It was so fun back in the day.
Back in the day.
So yeah, I think this is amazing news, man. This is and I'll just stress the fact again. This doesn't mean that modding is going anywhere. Flat2VR community is still going to be an amazing Flat2VR community. There'll still be mods made of all kinds of games. People will still be doing things in there. We're just going to do some things alongside of them, and bring some games to the actual store where everybody can enjoy them. So keep modding. Everybody keep modding. Get in the Flat2VR community and the Discord. Follow in there. We'll have announcements in there, I'm sure, about what we're doing and how we're moving forward. But guys, we're game developers. Holy crap.
It's so exciting.
Oh my gosh, it's so exciting. And it's also just like so much work.
Overwhelming and scary.
I think a lot. It is a lot for sure.
I think it's really gonna hit when the booth opens. That the first day the booth opens is when you're just gonna be like, oh my God, this is really happening.
Yeah.
This is gonna be cool.
Yeah, do come by. We've got a 4090 rig with the works on, and if you want to see certain like KiwiVR mods that maybe you had a lower powerful PC and couldn't run, try it. That's another thing with source code access. Then you can actually optimize for VR and stuff like that. A lot of VR mods have high requirements because it's literally how it was built for flat, and you're not able to do a lot of that. But yeah, stop by if you're going to be there. Love to say hi.
Yeah, we'll be there. The booth will be open from, I think, is it the 18th through the 22nd? I think.
No, booths are open.
I think it's the 18th.
20, 21st, 22nd.
Oh, is it 20, 21, 2020? Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. Because so 20, 21, 22, come see us at the Flat2VR Studios booth, shared with Max Mustard. If you're there, come play Max. Max is amazing. You can play Max. You can demo Max while you're there. So come check that out. Say hello to us. Say hello to Alex VR. Say hello to Mickey Barrios, Elliott. You want to meet Kabbalistic, the maker, the modder behind Half-Life 2 in VR. He'll be there at certain times, and then Elliott, of course, and then we'll see Skiva and myself and Jasmine scattered throughout the day. Big things coming, but guys, this announcement today was huge news. The press release that we're going to drop on Monday,
bigger news.
It's going to be even bigger.
Yeah, this is just the beginning.
Yeah, we can't even announce it yet because Wes Dillon, the amazing Wes Dillon, is still in the process of penning probably one of the most amazing press releases that you'll ever see. And this will drop, I believe, on Monday. Will be right at the beginning of GDC. We have another amazing announcement to go along with this one that is going to blow you away. Stay tuned.
It'd be awesome.
Do we all just leave now?
Yeah, Wes says,
Wes says,
you said, you guys didn't tell them the thing. Of course we did.
No.
No, we wouldn't tell them before you, Wes.
I'm leaving that for you, Wes.
That's right.
Yeah, so stay tuned for Monday. Look, keep an eye out for news. That will be hitting sometime on Monday. Jazz, Elliott, thank you for coming in and talking about this tonight. And I am so happy and honored and proud to be a part of what we're doing. And thank you both for allowing me to be part of it. We have an amazing team at Impact Reality PR and Marketing. But now the new side of Impact Reality with Flat2VR Studios, we have another amazing team, and we're going
So
this way. We're going this way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah. Thanks for coming in, guys. Sorry Skiba couldn't be here, but we'll see. I'm sure you guys will see him next time. And but yeah, thank you, Elliott. Thank you, Jazz, for coming in. We appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you
Bye.
soon.
Bye, guys.
Yeah.
Guys,
Super cool.
D, are you excited?
Super.
I can't
Wait
tell.
till you see, man. Wait till you. I mean, I just want to be able to bring the most amazing games to VR, stuff that we just haven't been able. I want to do some classic games that we see. I want to
officially do them, not
Yeah.
just mod them. Officially make these games something epic. It's gonna blow us up. It's gonna blow
Hell yeah.
everybody's mind.
It is.
We had a $2 super chat. I just don't want to forget this.
Ooh,
I hit
yeah,
back
thank
to them earlier. Air Force One, Area 51 is a must. Please add that to our games list.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Be cool.
I'm down. I'm literally telling you right now, there's nothing off the table. Like, there's nothing here that you can't say that I would say, well, that's not going to be possible.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not doing that.
I want to make everything possible. Like, I literally, there's nothing off the table. And then the news that we're going to bring you guys on Monday.
Wreckfest. Oh my God. Sorry. Someone just said that. That'd be
No,
so good.
Wreckfest would be awesome.
That'd be good.
Never know. The news we're going to bring you guys on Monday is, I don't know. You're going to freak out. You're just going to
Stop
freak out.
before you spill.
Yeah, I know. I got to stop. But literally, I mean, Wes Dillon, tell them like how exciting this is. Turn your camera on.
Don't tell them the news.
Yeah, don't tell them the news, but turn your camera on and jump in here and tell them how exciting this news is. Like, that's what you should do right now, Wes. Because it's that big. Like, I literally, it's something that will change. It'll change VR for the better, for sure. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to tell everybody. All right. Are you partnering with Nintendo VR? Hey,
I can't tell you until Monday.
Oh, yeah. Wes is throwing a teaser. He says, I'm naked. We'll talk more about it on Sunday. Nice.
Yeah, right.
There you go. There you go.
You know who
Tune in-
likes it when Wes is naked?
tune into Virtual Strangers on Sunday, where Wes will be naked again.
That's
for the show. There's a teaser. All right, guys. So yeah, that's very cool news. Thanks for them, Elliott and Jazz, coming on and doing that. And let's move on a little bit. South by Southwest, Todd, was last week. Actually, I think it's still going on until the end of this week. But it's almost like 10 days or almost 2 weeks worth of amazing. It's a smorgasbord of everything. So there's like movies and there's music, and they have like,
it started out as a music festival in the 80s, and then it got dumped because the like Billboard, for example, didn't think it was going to go anywhere, and so they stopped doing it. It used to be in New York. Before I
didn't know that.
Yeah, before it was in Austin, Texas, it was in New York Festival, and it was just called South by.
Right.
And now it's called South by Southwest. It's moved to Austin, Texas. It's been there, I don't know, 10 years or something. I could be wrong, but
Austin, Texas is the new California, man, of Texas. Like, literally, they call it the new California. It's very progressive. It's very, arts. It's the live music capital of the world. They say Austin, Texas. It's pretty damn awesome. And I got a new headset while I was there.
What?
Yeah, I got a new headset that
Best-
nobody has
You
that
best-
nobody has ever seen before, and I'm going to show it off right now.
All right, do it.
I have it right here in this bag.
It's an Apple Vision Pro 2.
I've never seen this headset before. Pretty damn amazing.
Awesome. It's a good thing.
And-
That's a good thing. What in the hell is that?
It's a brand new headset. Anybody know what this is?
It looks like a cycling helmet.
It's a new headset, Drew.
Does it actually fit?
It does fit. Yeah, I'll put it on.
Put it on.
Brand new headset.
Nice. It's like one of those raving helmet things.
It's brand
Did you
new.
wear
Man.
that to a music party?
So yeah, this is funny. I had to tease Todd with the brand new headset. So we were able to go to a. So they do again. It's movies, it's music, it's tech. It's a lot of things. But there is a new Netflix show called Three Body Problem. If you can't see that,
Three Body Problem. There you go.
Three Body
Yeah.
Problem. It was a very classic book series, and it's going to be a new Netflix series. And we got to see the premiere of the episode, and they gave us this. They gave everybody who attended this little headset, because this is one of the props from the show. You actually go in the movie or in the series. It has a lot to do with aliens. It has a lot to do with using this, and then this is a workable headset in the movie or in the TV series. Of course, this is just a model, but yeah, it's based in virtual reality and like sci-fi and fantasy. And we got a chance to see, myself and Alex and Justin Weebs and Skiva got a chance to see the live premiere of it, and it was pretty cool, man. And I love to see that they had VR in there, and their version of what a VR headset would look like. It was too funny. Like I'm like, and
That's funny,
everybody
man.
in the whole, there was 600 plus people in this,
Everybody had that on their
in this
head.
theater, and everybody had it on. They got a group picture. So the showrunners of this thing did the Game of Thrones.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That should be a good show.
These are and the premiere episode was sick, dude. It was super good. It was maybe a little slow, but the premise is really good. I hear Justin Weebs was telling me he's reading the books, and he's saying the books are amazing. But what's nice about the premieres, and like the cast is a very famous cast too, by the way. What's nice thing about the premieres is the showrunners and the cast are there for the premiere.
Oh,
So
cool.
we're sitting in this theater, and all of a sudden, they do the episode, they play it. At the end, the cast comes out, and they're like, taking a big picture, and we took a group picture with everybody wearing these ridiculous headsets. It was too funny. But Todd, you don't have to be jealous anymore. It doesn't work, bro.
Nope, I don't have to be. I definitely don't have to be jealous anymore.
I don't even know if this would be like. I don't think I want a headset that would look like this. I think this is going the opposite way. Like,
I think that's going backwards. Yeah.
I mean, if they could make this work with no wires and it was really light, it would be kind of cool. But
And a battery that came off and could be charged.
yeah, right? Maybe.
Maybe.
But it's cool. I would go check it out, guys. Three Body Problem. I hear the books are really good. It's a Chinese book. It was written by
an Audible book. I love
yeah,
Audible.
you can get it on Audible. Yeah, but it was a Chinese book series, and I heard it's really good. And there was actually, I think, a series that was done in China. They made a series about it, and I don't know if it was any good or not, but this one seems pretty good. Go check it out. Three Body Problem.
Cool.
I like it. All right, Todd. We did do some other cool stuff in South by Southwest. Let's take a look at some of these screenshots of South by South. What's nice about South by Southwest, it's not just the festival. The festival itself, and I'll talk about this picture here in a second. Just hold on there. The festival itself is mainly, again, a lot of arts and a lot of music and movies. There is tech. They have a whole hotel expo floor that's just VR stuff. But there's no games. It's all like
Right.
VR experiences and things like that. It's more,
Documentaries. and-
yeah. So it's
Right.
more because, again, it's a very much like a very artsy festival, almost like a
Mhm.
cons or something like that. Everything that you're seeing here, like at this festival, for VR, is more about experiences, immersion. And one of the cooler things that we got a chance to do was this right here. This was at an outside venue, like a bar that had like a huge, it was like a music venue where people, like bands, would play. And this was a live experience. I'm trying to remember the name of the band now. Wristband, I think, Ristband, and their entire live performance is done partially in VR, partially live. So what you do is they had, there was hundreds of people waiting to do it, but they had 20 headsets. They had 20 of these Pico 4. These are the nice Pico 4s.
These are the Enterprise.
Yeah, these are
Pico
the
4s,
Enterprise.
Yeah.
They had 20 Pico 4s there, and they would put you in the headset, and while on stage in front of you, there was a live singer, and like he was doing, he was playing, doing like a DJ music, and the music and him singing live in front of you synced up with what's going on inside the headset, and then pass through would come in, and you'd go from pass through to VR to doing different experiences. And man, it was just so cool to see all the people in there doing these cool things with VR headsets. Most of these people had probably never put a VR headset on there before.
Remember, this is not a gaming convention. This is not a VR convention.
No.
These people are there because they like television and music.
100%.
So to have them put on a headset like a Pico that's not $3,500 Apple and probably totally enjoy it. It's super cool for VR.
Yeah, it was cool, man. And the music was really good. The experience itself was very kind of basic in the visuals, but it wasn't really about that. It's more about, what's going on between the two, like the immersion that you get to be brought in. God, the Picos, man, they need a battery. They just need a battery. That was the biggest thing. Because they had to keep charging them between shows. So the show was about the live part of the show. They did multiple because they had to move all these people in and out of headsets. So they would do them they would take like 15 minutes to 16 minutes to go through the experience. And then they would do another. They'd bring more people in, do another show, and then they would like break and they would do another show. I think they did it till like almost 1 a.m, and then there was just hundreds of people lined up to do it. It was super cool.
That's cool.
There may have been a few drinks and happened in between
for sure. Right?
It was pretty cool. All right, what else we got there for pictures?
We got some outside shots.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. So this was like near that bar that we're talking about where this was. Have you ever Austin's a pretty cool area because they have this street called 6th Street, and basically it's just a closed down street. It's almost like, it reminds me of like Duval Street.
We have one here called 8th Avenue. Same.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of towns have them. Just a cool area, man. They shut everything down. There's live music everywhere. Every bar you go to, there's usually somebody live. It's just a very happening, and like there's, I think, like between 300,000 and 500,000 people in Austin for South by Southwest. So it's huge and crazy. Yeah. So what else we got here? So this was big news. As I was saying before, the South by Southwest in itself is great, but what makes Austin amazing? There's some amazing development studios in South by Southwest, D. And one of your favorite games is there.
I love this game.
And that would be Walkabout Mini Golf. Yeah, the Walkabout Mini Golf devs are in Austin, and we got a chance to hang out with Mighty Coconut, and they did like a little live event, and we got a chance to see what their new course is going to be coming up, and that is going to be a Wallace and Gromit course, man. And they do it right. They rented this whole like Victorian house, and they had like little tidbits and gadgets from Wallace and Gromit all over the house, and there was just like different things placed differently, like there would be like blueprints on a table over here for the golf course, and what they're like Wallace and Gromit building it, you know what I mean? And they just did it right, and they did tea time. It was super cool. You had English tea, and it was awesome. Excited for the Wallace and Gromit course, tea?
Of course.
This was cool too. One of the rooms, they had all of the Walkabout Mini golf courses on like nice big poster board. Man, it was sick looking. I just wanted to take all these home.
Yeah, right. Those are cool.
Has anybody played Ice Lair yet? I didn't ever heard of Ice Lair.
Yeah,
I know I get all these.
It's
they send me all these courses,
but of the laser layer. Basically.
Laser layer and Ice Layer are the latest ones.
I haven't. What's Widow's Walkabout?
That one's.
I mean,
I haven't played that one yet, but it's. I think Ice Layer came after that one. I'm not sure. They come out with them so often. It's crazy.
I know. Yeah, Ice Layer just
so
dropped
much effort into these.
All right, what else we got?
Ice Layer came out on the 7th a week ago.
Oh, nice. There you go. Yeah, just more of the courses. It had them everywhere, man. It was like an old cool Victorian style house that they rented out.
Okay, what's this? What's happening here? Because there's people on stage in VR and out of VR.
This
It looks very trippy hippie.
this was like holy crap! Like if you were doing ayahuasca, this is where you'd want to be. Like
Right.
yeah,
That's
If
exactly
you-
what it looks like. It's
yeah.
happening.
This was the trippiest thing I've ever seen. So it was these group of like performers, and they would
Like
they were
performance arts. Is that what it was happening?
exactly, yeah. But what was cool was this was a trip event, by the way, the game trip.
Oh, right.
It was a trip and meta sponsored event, and it was at a venue, and they did this live performance where you had these they're like singing this kind of like very trippy music, and they're playing these instruments, and then you had two people in VR actually playing instruments in VR. And so you were hearing the live instruments that they were playing on stage, but then you were hearing the piped in music of the people playing the instruments in VR too. So yeah, and then the lights were all dim. There was hundreds of people watching too. It was crazy.
Trippy.
Yeah, exactly. Literally, if you were like on shrooms or
Right.
something, this would have been like you probably would have like, I don't know, probably would have talked to Jesus or something. I don't know.
Are these guys praying to the same people?
This was that area. This is one of the hotels. They had a whole hotel with an expo floor. This was a lot of those experiences that we were seeing. You know, they're basically like they're like little mini I don't know what I'm trying to think of a word for them. Almost like they're just like little mini experiences. So
Okay.
like little mini movies that would last 20 minutes, half hour, that are very immersive, but there's no VR. There's VR, but there's no interaction. So these are basically just you're just watching something. You can't touch anything. You can't move around.
They're trying to touch something that they can't touch.
Yeah, I don't even know what they're touching here because maybe they're just like think they can touch something, but yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, this is cool. Just like, they were just doing some things, and yeah.
Cool. Some sort of sports game, I would imagine. Bunch of kids from VR. Gotta love that. Looks like you went to Top Golf.
Dude, this is an epic shot right here. So can you guys see who's in this picture?
Like legends.
Legends, dude.
Why aren't I in that photo?
All right,
Damn it.
so let me tell you. So from where I'm looking at, on my far right, you have Skiva. And then in front of Skiva, do you know who this man is?
I know who he is.
This is Ryan
from Top Golf.
From Top Golf, or not Top Golf, but from Golf Plus.
Or Golf Plus, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. So the game, the VR game Golf Plus, Ryan's the CEO of the company for the video game Golf Plus.
That's right.
And then that's me next to Skiva, and then in front of me, that's Lucas Martel from Walkabout Mini Golf. He's the CEO of Walkabout Mini Golf. And you want to get even more epic? Standing behind him, right next to me, is Alvin Wang Grayling, the former president of China, of HTC China.
Yep. Now he's still involved with HTC heavily.
He is. Yep. Still involved with HTC. Just on that position.
Though.
And he just wrote his own book.
And I wrote a big article about it on XR Update.
You did too.
I finished the book, and it is so good.
Did you finish it already?
I did.
Wow. Holy crap,
it's
dude.
So good.
Yep. Then you have David Wyatt from Walkabout Mini Golf. You have the epic Chris Madsen. You have Josh, your best buddy Josh.
Yep.
And then you have Dennis, man. These guys are all VR dudes. All amazing people, and we got a chance to go out and just drink some beer and play Top Golf one night.
Yeah, super awesome. Another epic mealtime, looks like.
Yeah, I mean, this is a cool shot here. You have these, and again, these are people who live in Austin. So you have me taking the picture, but you have Skiva, and then right next to Skiva, all the way to the right. I know you know who that is, but
I do.
For those who don't know, that is the CEO, CEO or COO, COO, I think. Or maybe either he's the co-founder and CEO or COO of Resolution Games, and that would be Paul Brady, who's an absolute legend. That dude's amazing. Then you have Justin Weebs, who is a VR TikToker, and then you have with the glasses, Genghis, and then in the middle you got Alex VR.
There you go.
Just an epic shot. We're just going out and having a little Tex-Mex. Good stuff.
What else we got here? We got a panel. Looks like you went and watched.
Yeah, I don't even remember where that picture came from, but it was a panel of something. There's lots of panels, man. Lots of cool stuff. Cool people talking about VR or tech. A lot of AI. A lot of people talking about AI. Like every venue we go to now. Grab the picture of, I don't know, grab any picture. You know who you know who that is. That is Renji Bajoy from Immersed and Visor. And we had a chance to sit down with Renji for like an hour and talk Immersed. And really cool things coming from Immersed. I can't wait to really bring you guys some news. And hopefully we'll be
When we
checking
can
out the
actually
Visors.
start telling you things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll be checking it out soon. So yeah, unless you find anything else, I think that's probably it. A couple pictures of me, Alex, and Skiva. But yeah.
The Meta booth.
Oh yeah, Meta did have a nice booth there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that we're talking about that hotel that had all the VR booths. It was cool to see. Cool to see Meta there and showing off and doing demos of different stuff. I thought that was pretty cool. And we will see a full booth of Meta at GDC, by the way. So Meta is pushing hard right now, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, I like to see it. It was really cool. Todd, you got some stuff to show off?
Some stuff to show off. I don't know, do I?
Yeah, I thought you had some stuff you wanted to show.
Oh, I've been experimenting with my headset. Everybody knows that I work in VR, and I spend 3 or 4 hours a day at least inside the headset doing work, not playing games. And I've noticed that the BoboVR headset is getting ridiculously heavy.
It's always been heavy, but yeah, it's getting even worse.
It's worse. Like the new one, what's it? The S3 Pro or Pro 3 or something like that. So what I did is, let me just pull these pictures up. They are here somewhere. As I decided I should weigh this to see exactly what it is.
I found this fascinating, dude.
The Bobo weighs. So obviously I weighed the box and I zeroed out my scale. And the Bobo M3 strap with a battery on it. That's just one battery and the strap and no facial interface. Because when I wear this for work, I don't wear the facial interface. Is 945 grams.
Dude, that is so heavy, man.
I couldn't believe it.
So forget it, because to me, this is how you're wearing your headset normally. I mean, nobody's using the original strap that came with it.
Yeah. Crazy. So then I took all the straps off and put on this is the Kiwi Elite strap with battery. And this up front here is Ty Hurd. I don't remember the name of his
Tycotech.
Tycotech. This is his Quest Pro interface, so it turns any Quest 3 into a Quest Pro kind of feel. So it's just on the front of your head. You don't need the big giant facial gasket. Super comfortable. You can get it on his Etsy page. But with it's 845 grams.
Spry Guy says that's Canadian weight. It's different.
It's Canadian weight.
Shit.
But it's 100 grams less, and the battery.
That's amazing, dude. You're right. I mean, the Bobo thing is just.
I was so surprised. I thought for sure that I'd do all this and the Bobo would be lighter, and it's just all in my head. But it was not the case.
It's so heavy.
So now I'm back to wearing a Kiwi strap.
Yeah. Gee, what do you wear on your Quest 3?
I bought the conversion kit for the Pro, the M whatever it is.
That would have been smarter because all the
it
batteries you can use, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do like the new battery on the.
But it doesn't keep them
the
charged,
M3.
so I still got a brick of
true.
a battery.
Yeah, the new M3 Pro has a larger battery. It's not the same battery.
This is it here.
That's the new one. Yeah,
this is the new one. 186 grams just for the battery.
Yeah.
Almost
did you weigh the other
200 grams.
battery? Did you weigh the old battery?
I can, but I didn't.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what the weight there, because it is bigger. The new battery is bigger and it does last a little bit longer, which is great. I'm glad it lasts longer, but man, it's heavy. Like, it's seriously heavy, and I don't think it lasts that much longer than the old batteries. And here's the thing too, which kind of sucks. If you have 4 other of the old batteries, you can't use it on the new strap because it doesn't fit. Like, the old batteries don't fit the old strap, and the new battery doesn't fit the old strap. So,
yeah,
you basically you're out of luck with all your old batteries. You basically can't use them. Use them to charge your phone when you're out.
So can you see that?
It's all that 12-hour after the fall stream where I bought like 5 different additional batteries, and I'm stuck with paperweights, phone chargers.
Yep, phone chargers. That's it.
The number.
No, so what do you say? What you see? What is it?
So 140 grams.
And what was the new one?
180
186.
Wow, that's significantly higher.
Oh yeah, that's significant, and you can just tell by they're just so heavy.
Damn, dude.
So yeah, I'm kind of bummed because I'm a huge Bobo fan.
Yeah, I like
Now,
it. That's what
I'm back to this.
Yeah, I have that. I probably should switch over because I do like that strap better anyway. I like what I mean by that is I like the Elite strap style better anyway than that.
Yeah.
How is that battery lasting on that Kiwi though? Is that lasting as long as the
I don't know. I got to give it like a week of working.
And there's no hot swappable with that. Like once that battery is shot, you're shot. It's not like you can swap it like you can with the Bobo and you can keep going forever. Like once that battery goes, you're dead. You're stopping what you're doing.
Yeah. I only have one Bobo battery anyway, so it's not like I can change them anyway because I can't use the old ones.
Yeah.
But what you can do is I have like a 30,000 mAh battery pack that I can plug into the back of the Kiwi if I needed to use it for longer.
Yeah.
But I think the battery capacity is bigger on the Kiwi, so I think I'm going to get more time anyway. So,
Jay Bratt says something that's interesting. He said also the Kiwi will drain your battery if it sits. That's a killer for me. Yeah, I think you would have to unplug if you're gonna sit there with the Kiwi, you should not leave it plugged in, like to your headset. So when you take it off, you should unplug the battery from the headset.
I was gonna pick this up and show you, but it's just falling apart. But I have you know
what you got? What you got, kid? Is a new stand?
It's Zyber's new stand.
Mm.
Charges the controllers. I'll show you that in a second. And then I just plug in to the back onto the battery, and it charges the headset and the battery. And when I take it off, the whole thing's fully charged.
We don't show that stuff here. I only go with one stand, and that is Asterion. Asterion makes the best.
I know. I don't have any Asterion stands. I don't even think I can get them up here.
Dude, I love Asterion. They're such good people. They just send me. They know I have 400 headsets, so they just like, hey, do you need a new stand? I'm like, hell yeah, I got another headset. Send me a new stand.
So what I do like about this though is it come with new battery covers. That not working? You see?
Yeah, that's cool.
With the little magnetic.
So that sits in the base, and that's
yeah. So it comes with a new battery. With the little magnetic.
Oh yeah.
And then sits in the base and charges.
Zyber.
I was a little bit impressed with that. So we'll see how long. Like I don't know the quality of it, as far as length of time, how long it's going to keep it charged and stuff. But
Pixel says late to the party. What was the big announcement? Todd's having
a big announcement.
Todd's having a baby. Congratulations! I'm an uncle.
I hope my wife's not watching. She's gonna have a stroke.
Okay, D's having a baby.
No.
No, it was a good announcement. God. We have another big announcement coming Monday. That will be even bigger. But our announcement was the announcement of Impact Reality. Or actually Flat2VR Studios, which is an Impact Reality company, will be making Flat2VR games to the official Quest store, and we have brought in two of the best modders out there to help us do that, and that would be Rocky Parda of some of the most famous mods that you have, and Kabbalistic again of the Half-Life 2 mod. So hell yeah, man, we have an amazing team working, and again the announcement. The press release, keep an eye out for a couple of things. I assume the press release will probably be on XR Update, which is our website, our news website. So keep an eye out for that because I'm assuming you'll see the press release there. But I would assume that most all your VR news sites will pick this up, and I'm assuming once it's announced, it'll catch like fire, and people will be it'll be all over the place whenever it drops on Monday. So keep an eye out for that as well. It's gonna be it's big news. I'm so excited. I can't wait to tell everybody. But yeah, Skiba has finally made it. He's here.
I know, finally.
Heck yeah, let's go. I know. I wish Skiba was here because everybody knows how passionate Skiba is about VR and how he's devoted his entire life to trying to push this medium forward, whether it be gaming or whether it be places like Neos or Resonite, where it's a social thing. And Skiba pushes VR more than anybody I know. Like literally, he is.
Yeah.
What does it? We have a name for him. We call him the Godfather of VR. Like he's that. Because everybody, when you go out to these parties, they all want to come and kiss Skiba's ring because everybody's like Skiba. He's like the Godfather of VR, man. And so for him to be in
We need to get
doing
him one
this,
of those giant rings.
oh my God, that's such a good idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's cool to make that kind of dream come true for Skiba and for him to finally be doing something so special and near and dear to his heart. I wish he could have been on here to show everybody. He just couldn't make it tonight, but I wish he could have been on here because I think he probably would have cried. I think he would have cried. I would have made him cry in some way. D, would you make him cry?
I wouldn't have made him cry, dude.
You're no fun.
You could have used this voice and you could have made him cry.
Maybe if I use this one.
That would scare the shit out of him. He used that voice.
He's not gonna cry. He's gonna piss himself.
But Todd, that's super interesting with Bobo. I think Bobo needs a redesign, man. I think they're getting bigger and they need to get smaller, man. That new design with the thing that hangs down that shows like
what the hell's that
charging
thing?
and all that.
And
It's
a
just
fan built
extra
in. I don't
weight,
need a
man.
fan. I never use the fan. Take the fan out. It's too heavy.
Take the fan out, man. We don't want.
Wow.
We're gonna go
I don't know.
lighter. This is what we want. This is what we want right here. We want that light. Like this thing weighs like nothing. I mean, there's nothing in this. Of course, it's plastic. But still,
That thing looks like if you look at it wrong, it's gonna break.
probably.
right.
Especially if
always
you
uses
keep
the
doing
fan.
that, it's gonna.
I guess I live in Canada. This room I'm in is freezing cold.
Yeah.
I am so cold
So,
right now. This is ridiculous.
I don't need a fan.
I don't know. It's about
need a
80.
heater.
About 82 here. So come hang
Oh,
out
yeah,
in
dude.
Florida, man. Come hang out in Florida. All right. What the hell else we got to talk about? Oh, you know what? Let's talk that game that we talked earlier and let's show that
Yeah.
trailer. All right,
do
guys.
that.
Next Thursday, big launch day for an amazing game. You know how much I love platformers in VR. It's one of my favorite things to do. And coming from Toast Interactive, makers of Richie's Plank Experience, comes Max Mustard.
Oh no.
Sick trailer, man.
Isn't
Way
it
to go.
good? It's
Way to
so
go.
good.
What do you think that letter is at the end? That's so weird.
I can't
I
tell
mean,
you.
I know, but I can't. I mean, I want to know what you guys think it is. Too funny. D, are you a platformer fan in VR? Are you
I do like
what's your
any platformer, flat or VR.
Yeah. I love. I was a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. I mean, of course, Mario growing up, but I mean, Sony, when Sony first came out, the Sony PlayStation and Crash Bandicoot, it was like next level for me. It was so different, and I'm a huge Crash Bandicoot fan. So to see a game like this, but what's your favorite platformer? D, either VR or flat, or give me your favorite flat one. Give me your favorite VR one.
Oh man,
Put you on the spot.
why you gotta let me?
All right, Todd, you go first.
You go. Yeah. Todd, go first.
Favorite flat one? Probably Super Mario. Like I'm old school. I
Oh,
played
like
that
the original?
thousands of hours.
Mhm.
Yeah, like thousands of hours I played.
Nice.
That game.
Oh, I know.
VR, Lucky's Tale, maybe.
Good one.
It's really good. Yuki,
Like-
kind of a platformer-ish.
Not really. Yuki's a bullet hell.
I guess it's more, yeah.
You said you got yours now?
Yeah, like Little Big Planet. If that is that even
good.
considered a platformer?
I
Right?
would think so. It's a side-scrolling platformer.
Right.
I know. Yeah. I would be there.
Okay. Well, that's it because I freaking love that game.
Yeah.
And-
I told you mine. I think my favorite flat. All the Marios were amazing, but I think again, Crash Bandicoot for me, there was just something special about that game, man. I freaking loved it. And my favorite VR game, platformer. I mean, I would call Edge of Nowhere a platformer, even though it's like a horror adventure game. But I'm gonna give it a tie for me between Astrobot and Ven VR Adventure.
Oh, Ven, yeah.
I mean, Astrobot is amazing, dude. It's a classic all time.
But that, right?
Yeah, you can't. But dude, have you Ven VR Adventure? If you guys haven't played Ven, you are sleeping on it. Came out 2 years ago, maybe a little bit more. You can play it on any platform. It's on Steam. It's on Quest. It's on PlayStation. I think it's on PlayStation.
I do. Don't tell Eric, but I've never played that one.
Oh my God, no way, dude.
What one again was it?
Ven? You've never played Ven VR Adventure?
I have it, but no, I've never played it.
That makes two of us. Two
Get
out
off
of
the
three.
show right now and go play it and then come back and tell
I
me.
might have
Oh.
Deuce. No, Ven is really good. Literally, if
Michelle B says Lucky's better than Ven. Oh,
Lucky's is no way, Michelle. I'm
The
going to
the
take
cool
umbrage
thing
with
is,
that.
freaking Little Big Planet, the character in it, Sackboy.
Yeah.
He's got a game that just came out. Well, not just came out, but it's been a few years, but it's KiwiVR. You can play
Yeah,
it.
right.
they modded it last week. Yep.
Well,
I bought that game when it first came out for me
the Sackboy
and
game?
for Roots. So Roots, I'm putting you on freaking notice right now. I bought it for you 2 fucking years ago and we still haven't fucking played it. So can we
Go play it, dude.
please? Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Awesome Tatum says, "Yeah, I agree. Lucky's is better than Ven." I don't see it. Like Lucky's Tale is great, but it's shallow and it's easy. It's more kiddie. Like Ven VR Adventure is a classic hard ass platformer of like the 80s and 90s platformers where you would have to play a level 10 times to get through it and you would die at the same spot every time. Like remember growing up as a kid and you'd be playing a platformer, man, and you would get through like 90% of the level and you were just about to get through it and then you would die to something stupid and you'd be ready to throw your controller, man.
You would throw your controller.
Yeah. Like but it always brought you back. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it again. And you would do it again and you would sit there and you would get to the 90% of that level and you would die again. Or then like you would like start rushing through it and then you would start dying at stupid spots where you shouldn't be dying, but you're trying to rush because you're just trying to get through it. But those things that can keep bringing you back. I mean, you would have to sometimes you'd have to memorize things. I remember doing platformers where you'd have to memorize. This
Super
is what I
Mario
got to do at
Brothers.
this
Kidding
point.
me? You had to memorize the path. You had to memorize where
Hell
all the
yeah.
things were. You had to, it was awesome.
Ven
And
is
I
very
don't
much
want to
like-
give away a bunch of Max Mustard stuff, but it has all of these little nuances in it. It is a game that I've gotten stuck and been pissed right off and didn't put my headset down. I just kept playing because I needed to get past these levels.
100%.
And it's got levels that I've never even thought of, let alone seen before. Like they did such a good job. I can't wait for people to play this.
Dude, I think because I don't want to say too much either, but I've played through most of that, or I played through all of Ven. I played Astrobot. I played Lucky's all the way through. I've played through, I think I played all through Max Mustard now on a couple of different times, over the course
You
of
played the whole thing. I haven't finished it yet.
I'm gonna say right now, I don't know if I can say it. It's my favorite. I'm gonna say I don't care. My favorite platformer. It is my favorite platformer now, man. It's because to me, it's got the colorful playfulness of Max and the character that she is, but there's so much more. Like these rocket boots that you get to use, and then you get to interact. So at certain points, you're controlling Max. It's kind of like Astrobot in that way, or even some parts of Ven, where you're controlling the character, and then you're actually also doing things as the overseer, right? Like the person controlling the character. So you're doing both things at the same time. Yeah. It's super cool, man. I love Ven. It's colorful. It's playful, man. It's got shooting elements to it. The freaking rocket boots are so good.
Adorable. Yeah,
it's hard to get through. You have to like hit certain platforms at the same time. You have to activate things to get through levels. It's really, really well done, and it's done by Toast Interactive, man. It's Richie's. It's Richie Estes, from Richie's Plank Experience. And don't call him Ricky because he's coming on the show. He's coming on the show in 2 weeks, so don't call him Ricky.
I'm gonna call it Ricky's Plank and Mark Mustard.
Mark and Ricky's. That's it. You're out of here. But yeah, I think it'll be cool, man. And we'll. It's gonna be great. It's coming out next Thursday. I think you can. All right, two things, Todd. I think you can go wish list it now, or you can pre-order.
You can,
now.
yep. You can wish list and pre-order.
And I think you save a little bit of dough if you pre-order now. So I would definitely do it. Also, there's a Gleam giveaway right now to where you go on there. You can enter to win some cool stuff. What can you win in the Gleam giveaway for Max?
They're giving away a Quest 3 headset.
Hell yeah.
They are giving away for runners up are getting a merch kit, which will have a t-shirt, a poster that's 3D, an art book, a tote bag, 3D glasses, of course, to see the poster in. And that I think they're giving away 2 of those.
Are they still doing the thing where you can go to the studio?
It's not on the Gleam.
Okay, but they are.
Yeah.
I think they are doing something though. Like maybe it's for creator boxes or something where you can hit a golden ticket and you can go to the studio. I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. We have a $4.99 super chat from Hair Force One. Todd, your favorite name. Hair Force One says top 3. Top 3: Area 51, Die Hard Trilogy, Battlezone.
Oh, these are games he wants ported, I think.
How wrong am I on these 3 titles, dude?
None of those were platformers.
No. Area 51 is one of my all-time favorite games. We went in Austin when we were there for South by Southwest. 2 nights, not 1, but 2 nights we spent at a place called the Cidercade. Cidercade is a barcade that only serves cider, and it's all cider on tap. But they're freaking amazing. It was so good. They have food. We ended up going there twice. Todd, we had the last night we were there, which was the last night of for us in Austin. We had an epic battle on Killer Queen.
Oh no way! They got a Killer Queen.
Yeah, they have 4 Killer Queens. So if you guys don't know what Killer Queen is,
you could play 16 of you.
No, there was 2 separate machines. So you can play 5 on 5.
I didn't think you could do that.
But they had 4 of them. That's a lot.
Getting everybody's hopes up in the
I know, right? But if you don't know what Killer Queen is, it's 5 on 5. So you have 2 of these huge machines that are next to each other, and 5 people are on one team on one machine, and 5 people on the other team, and it's a very much like a platformer where you're trying to battle and kill the other person. There's like 3 or 4 different ways to win, but
like Joust on steroids.
Oh my god! Like Paul Brady was there. We were freaking playing, and he was loving it. And there was people from Alchemy Labs there. It was amazing. Yeah, Jasmine Kano from Alchemy Labs was there, and Paul Brady from Resolution Games, and like Josh Bankston, as I said, and Steve and myself and Alex, and it was amazing. It was cool. But so, yeah, I should get to the point here, which was Area 51 was there. I played a ton of that. It's on one of my all-time favorite games is Area 51.
I might have played Area 51 against Brandon
from HTC. Brandon,
yeah,
nice.
And yeah, it wasn't good.
No, you like wrecked him or what? Or you just you didn't like the game?
No, he wrecked me.
Oh, you wrecked. Okay, that's fair.
That's why it wasn't good.
Yeah, Kubo92 in chat says Aladdin and Lion King were platformers that gave me hell on the SNES. And
I remember
those were great. Aladdin was really good.
Yeah, I remember Aladdin. I don't remember Lion King. So the other one was I don't remember the Die Hard trilogy in game. What was the Die Hard trilogy? How was that played?
I don't remember either.
Air Force One, give us a little hint on the Die Hard trilogy. I could have played it. I just don't remember it. And then of course Battlezone
on PlayStation.
That would be cool to see Battlezone. I mean, there is some types of games like that in VR, like Battlezone, but the actual Battlezone. Max Mustard merch too, says Haruku. Yeah, there is tons of merch. Nightmare Ned gave me nightmares, no pun intended. I don't remember Nightmare Ned either. There's a lot of platforms that I don't remember. Mickey Barrios dropping a key for Angry Birds from Resolution Games, Todd. That was a Resolution Games title, Angry Birds.
Awesome.
And whoever got the key, make sure you say thank you, Mickey Bear.
Yeah. Thank you.
Because I tried.
Yeah. Hell yeah. But yeah, if you're ever in Austin, go to Cidercade. One of the coolest places I've ever seen. It's like one of those places you pay $12. They have hundreds of arcades. They got pinball machines. D, you would have been in heaven. They have the brand new Jaws pinball table in there.
Oh,
Brand
son
new.
of
We
a-
saw it. We saw it debuted at CES from Williams. They had it there.
Yeah.
They had Deadpool pinball. It was cool. But yeah, they have like tons of cool. I got a VR arcade game coming, guys. I got a VR arcade cabinet coming. It's gonna be amazing. I'm telling you right now. It's
Yeah, we
almost-
need to see some like sneak peek footage of its.
Yeah, I'm
creation.
going
Has that guy
down once-
Recorded anything?
Yep, he has recorded some stuff, and I'm headed down there as soon as I get back from GDC. We are agreed on all the graphics for it, which I'm not going to spoil it, but I have special graphics being made for it. I think 80,000 games or something like that,
Nice.
something crazy number
Oh.
like that. It's going to have everything in it. Like literally, it's going to have every arcade game pretty much ever made, and it's going to have every
Every console.
console ever made.
Yeah.
To the point where on the side of the cabinet will be 2 guitars from Guitar Hero, and I'll be able to play Guitar Hero.
Nice.
It's going to have light
Wow.
guns. It'll have trackball. It'll have a flight stick. It'll have a wheel, steering wheel, and it will have a VR headset. So you'll be able to play VR on it too. Technically, you'll never play them. Of course, I won't. I don't have time to play. I'm VR
Because
developer.
how often do you play arcade games now?
VR developer.
Your wife's not listening, so go ahead.
Actually, I have a new one I got. It was a Need for Speed machine, which is amazing. I played that one.
That's
like
been
to
new
death.
for weeks. Have you put it together yet?
Of course, I played it. It was cool because I had a whole bunch of people over recently, and my nephews and like some family that were in. They played a ton that and Buck Hunter. They played a ton of that. Like,
Right.
those are the most
Buck Hunter's
played.
good. I need that one.
That-
and the golf. I want golf.
Yeah, the 3 most played arcade cabinets I have are Golden Tee, the Need for Speed, and what did I just say? Buck Hunter.
Buck
Those are the
Hunter,
3 most played. Which I have like some really really good ones. GT is here, man. What's going on? What are you doing up so late or up so early? I should say.
Early.
Either one.
Going to the gym.
Going to the gym on a Saturday? You're dedicated, dude. Dedicated.
I would just like to say really quick, thank you, Mickey Bear, because he just messaged me a key for Angry Birds.
Oh,
nice.
D, that's so sweet. Mickey Barrios, you are a
That is
man
why you
man amongst
say
men.
thank you to Mickey Bear if you get a key from him, because he's awesome.
Yeah, hell yeah. Super cool. GT says I'm trying to get a Sega CD boxed. Dude,
Wow.
that would be insane. I would love that, dude. If you guys want to talk about cool, like Todd, can you grab the picture of the stuff that's going to be available that you can win on the Gleam giveaway for Arcade Paradise?
Yeah.
That stuff is sick. You want to talk retro? There's a Gleam giveaway. There's a new game coming out from Wired Productions called Arcade Paradise. It's coming out in spring. You're going to be able to demo it at GDC coming up. But there's a Gleam giveaway, and it's so this game Arcade Paradise it's a flat game that they're bringing into VR, and you know it's like the flat game. It's all about owning, like you go in and you start owning like what do they call it? Like a laundromat.
It's a laundromat.
Yeah, and so you're like, it's like a management thing. So you got to go in, you got to manage the laundromat, and you get your first arcade machine in the laundromat, and then you can start playing, and people come in and buy stuff, and then you build the laundromat into a full blown arcade, and it's like, so you got to like it's not just an arcade because you can play the games in the arcade, but it's like again, time management. You got to do tasks. You got to build up your arcade so you can get more cabinets and you got to get bigger and make more money. But this is the kick-ass stuff that they're giving away, man, with this giveaway.
I want the lunchbox.
Oh my God, D, it's a freaking lunchbox.
Kidding me?
Is there a thermos in the lunchbox?
No, that's not a lunchbox. That's not.
Oh,
a
what is
lunchbox.
it?
It's a cassette player
No way.
because the
Oh, that
soundtrack
looks like a
comes on a
lunchbox, dude.
cassette.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, dude.
I want it.
But
It is
okay,
so
Arcade
freaking
Paradise.
cool.
We would also like a lunchbox with the next game that you come out with.
You're right.
That is sick, man. So that's a
Isn't that
fanny
sick?
pack on the bottom, right?
It is a fanny pack on the bottom. Yeah.
So you have a skate deck there.
Skateboard deck on the side,
skateboard
which
deck.
is thick as shit.
So you see like King Wash there. That's the name of the arcade. That's the name of the
The laundromat you
the
work in,
laundromat in the
or you
game.
own actually.
Dude, you know what I would give to have a freaking cassette player like that?
This is fucking cool. This is like one of the coolest kits I've ever seen.
They should have made it like a real Sony Walkman though. Like go get a Sony Walkman. Like remember the Sony Walkman, man? Holy crap. The graphics on the Quest 3 are super cool too, man. Does it come with a pencil to fix the tape?
Yeah, right.
Technically said, remember? Oh, remember?
I don't know. Is it like Bluetooth? Like, is it like a cross between retro? Like, how the hell are we going to listen to it? Who's got headphones?
You got to get headphones, bro. Go get your big headphones.
Super cool, man. When I first saw this, I was just giddy.
How smart! I mean, they did an awesome job building that kit, man. It's just super smart. I love it. It's super cool. All right.
And while we're at it, let me just show one more, because I did this graphic and I'm proud of it because it looks really cool.
Yeah. What do you got? This is the this is the Max Mustard one, right? Yeah.
This is the Max Mustard stuff that's being given away. So
what's in this Gleam?
So you get a 3D poster with glasses.
3D poster. That's cool.
An art book. And I think you're getting like a code for the art book, and then you order it to your house, all included.
Nice.
Instead of shipping the art books out. And then Quest 3 is the grand prize, and a t-shirt and the book or the bag.
That's super cool, man.
All kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah. That poster's cool, man, with the 3D glasses. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna look sick.
Yeah. I want the poster.
Yeah.
Technically, it's funny. I knew that was going to come up in some way. I knew somebody was going to say something, Todd.
What did he say?
He said I'd hit that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're sick. Techno glitch. That's it. Put him in timeout. Put him in timeout, D. Put techno glitch in timeout. I don't even know what he's talking about.
Philo thinks who's the girl. The girl's not. It's just a mock-up model I found.
It's Todd's sister.
Yeah. Right.
Stop hitting on Todd's sister, Tech. Leave her alone.
You know who that is?
My mom.
Yes, it is. Yeah, she is. Too funny. All right, that's it was super cool. We thank you guys for coming tonight. Again, I want to say apologize. Is that it, Todd? We don't have anything else, right?
Yeah. No, that's it.
Yeah. I want to apologize for not being here last week. Again, South by Southwest. You know what happened too is I missed Crewcast. Crewcast is one of the. I look forward to Crewcast so much. Number one, I just like to talk, and you guys know I love to talk, so it doesn't matter. I love you give me a platform to talk. I want to talk, but literally, being able to hang out with the guys from Crewcast. I mean, I think it does shine through when we go on there and do it. But literally, we just love each other, and it's a time that we get a chance to pre-show. Talk to each other about life and about what we're doing. We laugh with each other. And then even after, we get off the air, we take a few minutes just to talk about each other and what's going on in your lives. So it's such a good thing for me mentally and physically to be able to do that. And that show, that show, it's a good. And number one, I don't have to do as much work, which is great because GT's got to run it. But it's a good way for me to clear my head and just go in and talk with the fellas for a couple hours on a Monday. So miss doing a Crewcast, miss all the guys, miss GT, and we'll try and get back in there soon to do it again. But yeah, I think Virtual Strangers West, you're in here. Is Strangers in the Night happening tonight? What are we doing? Are we doing something? I haven't played VR in like a year, so I don't even know if I can do anything.
All he does is play Flat games in his Apple Vision Pro.
I'm too busy making games, man. I'm a developer now.
Oh, there goes the size of his head.
This man legitimately thinks that he is better than us.
No, I'm not. I am just there to put the good team together. So I have.
I'm going to clip that.
I put good people around me. That's all I know. I know how to do it. Put good, smart people around me so we can do amazing things together. That's the
Did
way
you
got to
put me again, Todd?
I'm not telling you.
But we love you guys. We appreciate it. We'll see you probably not next Thursday. Myself and Todd will be in San Francisco for GDC, but we'll see you the week after that. You are amazing. Thank you for all the super chats tonight. We have one right here at the end. Air Force One with another $4.99. Somebody needs to hit up Todd McFarlane and get Spawn in VR immediately.
I could not agree more. That would be
Agreed. Guys, make your list. Do me a favor. What you want to see, take in this chat or in this in the comments after this video is over. Comment a flat game that has been a classic flat game that you would like to see, in VR on the Quest platform. Whatever. It doesn't matter what it is. If you think you want to see it, put it in there, and I'll make that list and I'll take it and we'll see if we can make it happen. We want to do these things. So We appreciate you. For Todd D, I'm Eric. We'll see you next week.
Peace out.